Hello and welcome. You join me, ADG, for a little bit of afternoon F1 action. I've been playing the career mode. I've managed to get up to race 3, and I've got this to do, basically, China. So, see how we go. The track I'm familiar with from previous F1 games, but I'm really not that familiar with, so it'll take a bit of relearning. It should be good. I'm just going to keep relatively quiet and just have a bit of an F1 session, really. So, wait for it to all load up, and we'll jump into China. So, here we are. What have I got to do? Just check my R&D tree. Oh, I can't see what points I've got. I'll leave that for now. I'll see if I have got anything else. See if I've got any money. No, insufficient resource points. No, got no money. No money to spend on R&D. Just have a quick look at the engine and everything. Looks fine. So, let's jump into practice 1.
Welcome to China as we head into the Shanghai International Circuit. An intense circuit, this one, marrying both high-speed straights with technical corners. It makes a track that's both fun from a spectator's standpoint and very challenging from a driver's. Anthony Davidson is here as you...
Right, let's have a look then.
During this session, nothing you need to worry about, but as we have some new parts, we'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
Car setup, it's just on the standard setup, so nothing to mess about with there until I realise that it's no good. We've got on the medium tyre. In fact, no, I won't. I will go to... so bad at the controls in this game. Right, I'll go and start track acclimatisation. I'm going to do it on the medium tyre there. And have a little go. And drive out so I get some chance of remembering the track before I get onto a fast lap.
Try and feel your way around.
I'm in the Toro Rosso, that's the team I signed for at the beginning of the championship. And the AI on this game seems a bit mixed, so you seem to be able to do really quite well in qualifying, but when it comes to the race, it's really difficult to keep in front of the guys that you've qualified in front of. Oh god, I forgot how tight that corner is. So T1 at China just tightens up and tightens up and tightens up. Oh my god, and the second corner too. There we go, finally back on the power. So like I say, I've got to kind of relearn the track here. It's been a long time since I've driven this track. Really don't know where I'm going at the moment. Don't know whether to be carrying speed or not. Turns out I should be going slower than I am. No traction control on, no ABS, full difficulty, no assist whatsoever. Other than the ERS, I've put that on automatic so it does it all for me. So I don't have to mess about 20 times a lap messing about with it. My God, I cannot remember this track at all. I thought it would come back to me a little bit, but it really hasn't in those first couple of corners. DRS open down the long straight. I'm hoping this is a right-hander and not a left. Really quite a slow corner, actually. Oh, there you go. There's the evidence that I haven't got traction control on. Planted my foot a little bit too aggressively there and got the rear spinning a bit. Now that rings a bell. The last corner actually rings a bell. I recognise that bit. So, got to try and get this track acclimatisation program done now, which means hitting all these little markers as I go through the corners. So I've messed that one up terribly. This is not going well so far. That first corner's giving me some right grief. It's a lot tighter than I ever remember it being. It's one of them corners that carries on going and going and going. It feels like it never ends. No idea where the braking points are, so I'm probably braking a little bit too early, if anything. Oh, have to actually adjust to hit that last one. There's not many DRS zones on this track. The last track I was on, there was 3, so it seems like there's only 1 on this. Just down the main straight, no, the back straight. Really careful out of those slow corners. So easy to lose the rear end if you're not careful. So this is actually quite a fast corner. Carry the speed. Oh, there is 2 DRS zones, so there's 1 on either of the long straights.
You seem to have a solid handle on the map. Let's try and perfect each turn. Remember that chaining good corners together will give you a consistency bonus.
Tickling the throttle through there. Oh, no, no, no. Oh.
Are you all right?
There you go.
Engine off, engine off.
Well, that might be a restart. Full damage on as well, so as soon as I hit the wall, that's it, game over. I like to make it easy for myself. Right, I'm going to restart the whole session now. I've had a little bit of a chance to get used to the track.
Parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so give them a try.
I might have been able to feel the improvement if I hadn't had about a week in between races. So I'm going to jump back into the same thing, but hopefully have some more of an idea of where I'm going now. And more chance of being able to do it straight onto a flying lap. Oh, I've messed that up. I thought I was going through the first corner there. Whoa, massive kick of oversteer. Right, going through the last corner, so let's get this right. The markers for this first corner make it so difficult to actually hit. You have to go narrow into the first bit, then open it up, and then cut back to the apex. Quite tricky. Bit of lift and coast there. This corner is tricky to keep it held to the apex. Oops. It's going to take me quite a bit of learning as this track, it feels like. Should I say remembering from previous F1 games. Keep messing up the line to hit that last marker through there. Heavy on the brakes, but not too heavy to cause a lock-up. Oh, bit of oversteer on the exit. So hard without traction control on this game, but it makes it so rewarding when you actually do well. Really, really quite tricky though.
There's some more time to be found in these
if you think playing Gran Turismo Sport with traction control on is hard, then without traction control on is hard, then yeah, it's easy, put it that way. This is hard without TC on. Missed that again. Keep missing that same marker. That first corner is so slow. It just tightens up and tightens up and tightens up a bit more. Heavy on the brakes, managed to avoid the lock-up. So it feels like I could do with changing the setup a little bit just to give myself a little bit more downforce so I can really chuck it through these fast corners and probably keep the rear end a little bit more planted coming out of the slow ones as well. Oops. Oh my god, I'm terrible on this track. Really am. It's just not making any sense to me at the moment. I'm just taking each corner as it comes. So gentle on the throttle. That lack of traction control will bite me if I just plant my foot, so I've got to build the power slowly and even short shift through the gears to keep the rears from spinning up. Oh, big load of wheel spin coming out of there.
This is the final lap of the program.
Not actually braking this time, just going down the gears. Why is that so bloody ridiculous? That line to take through there. First thing you notice when you play F1 is how many gears the cars have got. So when you're in 8th gear and you go into a slow corner, you sometimes go down 7 gears into one corner. And that's obviously completely different to what you find on a lot of other cars. Not many cars that have got 8 gears. 8 driven gears in a reverse as well, so it's 9 gears altogether. Oh, nearly outbroke myself. A little lock up on the front left. Got to try and avoid doing that in the race because you do pick up a flat spot eventually. Hit DRS as soon as I get it there. There we go. I love the way this feels on the wheel, this game. Oh, I missed that. Even when you're going down the straights, you can feel the downforce of the car. It actually bumps around a little bit and you can feel the, well, it simulates the car being pulled down onto the track as the downforce builds and builds as you get faster and faster. You can really feel that through the wheel. It starts like shaking and vibrating away a little bit. So it's really quite impressive, is that. It feels really good. Anyway, I've completed the first program there. Track acclimatization, so I'm going to jump back in the garage and do the next one. I don't think I did very well on that though. So yeah, I didn't get all the points that I could have had out of that, but so never mind.
Our fastest lap is a 1:41.9.
So tyre management, that shouldn't be too difficult round here because half of the corners you feel like you're just cruising through anyway because they're that tight. So straight into another flying lap. This time I have to try and save my tyres around the full lap. Keep missing that apex. Bit of over rotation from the rear there. A little bit of a correction to sort it out. Oh my god, I cannot get that first corner right. I used to love that first corner as well. Last time I played this game, about 2 years ago, or the previous F1 game that I played, and I used to really enjoy this track and really like that first corner, but I can't quite master it so far. Oh, planted my foot a little bit aggressively there, but the rear end stuck because I was in a straight enough line. I'm really struggling to get used to this track. Can't remember where it goes. Oh, another lock up. I'll check that message out in a second. I haven't actually got my messages up, so I do apologise. I'll get to that in a minute. So I've managed to save the tyres quite nicely on this lap, but is it fast enough? Yeah, I think it is. Oh, a bit slow to hit the DRS there. So there we go. I've completed that one. I'm going to return to garage as well. There's a reason to do this. It's not just because I want to get straight on with the next one, but it just saves your engine and everything. And obviously in this game you do have engine wear and gearbox wear and everything else, so I can actually have a look. In fact, let's have a quick look, see what my engine's looking like. So I remember in the last race it did actually say that your ICE or ICE unit, which is the internal combustion engine, was wearing a little bit, so I'll just have to check that out.
To focus entirely on the race, but we should put a bit of time aside to run the qualifying sim program. Try to run it before the end of FP3 if you can.
Yeah, so I've got 60% wear on my ICE, my internal combustion engine, so I can get another race out of it. It's telling me that I've got an expected lifespan of 73 laps, and it's overall wear, sorry, the whole engine is 31%.
14th in the speed trap.
But a lot of that is just down to the internal combustion engine, so I can't do a lot about it really. You've only got a certain amount of units to be able to use. As you can see, I've got 3 engines to use for the full season there, and you can buy another, but you get penalty points for it. So you want to kind of keep your engine as good as possible. I'm going to put a little bit more downforce on. There's not that many long straights where I'm really going to suffer for high downforce, so I think I'm going to put a little bit on, if I can remember how to do it. There we go.
This circuit. Be careful at the double left-hander at turns 9 and 10. The apex is later than you think. It's possible to carry a fair amount of entry speed through 9. That'll put you against the outside curb for a good entry to 10. Don't be too early on the power here though. There's not much grip until you get well past the apex.
Well, if I knew which corner you were on about, that was some quite good information. So, I don't really know what I'm doing with F1 car setup. I'm going to take a little bit of brake pressure off though, just hopefully allowing me to stop locking the wheels. So, the front brake bias, so it's right, I see.
To view your current
So I'm going to put it a little bit further towards the rear, because again, keep locking the front wheels and not the rears necessarily. How rude is this guy talking over me? Very rude. Right, I think that's about it for my setup. I'll see how I go with that. Back into the next one, which is fuel management. I've still got 10 minutes left of this session, so I should be able to get it done. Basically, fuel management, you just lift and coast and you get it. You get the points from it quite easily.
Is a 1 minute 41.3.
Oh, I did say I would look at that message, so I will do. Yeah. Don't expect a lot of commentary from me. I'm just having a bit of fun, really, and thought I'd do a bit of a stream, so more than welcome to watch, but I might not do... Oh, you can hear me, my own voice there on the stream. It's Burnt Fry. Good afternoon, Burnt Fry. How's it going? I'm not bad at all, mate. Right, where am I? Fuel. So this is a fuel run. Got to try and save the fuel as best I can. Like I've already said, it just pretty much requires you to lift off a little bit before the braking point. And for example there, just lift and coast for roughly about 50 metres, and that's enough to save you quite a lot of fuel over a lap. Oh, keep missing that DRS zone. So come on, let's get this first corner right this time. Probably gone a little bit slow into there, but I've actually got to the apex. Oh my god. A bit early on the apex there, which fired me out wide. So that's one to remember. Cut back to that apex rather than do what I did there. A little lift. Oh, wrong side of the track. That's how well I know this track. Oh, that was good. Oh. Right. I'm going to restart that one because that didn't go very well at all. I'm doing alright if it wasn't at work. Unlucky. Yeah, I'm the opposite. I want a job, I haven't had a job for ages. And I've got no money. Right, let's go again with this fuel saving program. Tightens and tightens and tightens. There we go. Oh no, still a little bit early to the apex. It chucks me out wide for the next one. So really still got to master that first corner. I don't think I've got it right once yet. The other really easy way of saving fuel is short shifting, so not using the full rev range of the engine. Obviously the less revs you've got going on, the more fuel you're saving. Oh no. I think that was the corner that he talked about, 9 and 10. I could be completely wrong though. I really don't know what's coming on this track. I really need to get to grips with it. Got no chance during qualifying or a race. So I'm nice and purple, which is good. It means that I only have to do one lap rather than do 3 laps to try and achieve this. As long as I can keep it purple till the end, that is. I'm just going to lift, coast for 50 metres, on the brakes, slight lock up, and back on the power to complete a lap. Hopefully if I get through the last corner okay. I'm cutting the corner a little bit too much over the apex. And there we go, that's the fuel tyres, whichever one it was. That's another one done. So I'm just to explain, I'm just going through these practice programs because that's how you get your points to be able to invest in your R&D, so your upgrades for your car. Have I got time? 4.5 minutes. I should just about be able to get this done as well. The ERS one. And again, bit of an easy technique for doing this. You get the ERS up in a second. So I'm going to put it on low to start with, and then as the bar builds to tell me that I've saved plenty of ERS, then I will pump it up and use it to get the lap time for the rest of the lap. That's pretty much all I do for the ERS one. And as you can see on the bar at the top, it's heading into the green because I've got it on low, so it's not using much of the ERS at the moment. Come on, get through this first corner. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, that was good. Not brilliant, but that was better than I've managed so far. Managed to get the second one wrong though. So again, going in well and truly into the green is the ERS, which is where I want it, if not in the purple, ideally. Problem with that though is I've still got to achieve a certain lap time, and it does make it hard because I haven't got any boost from the energy recovery system, which is what ERS stands for. Whoa. Got Verstappen behind me, which is handy. Just what I want. Right, so I've managed to get the ERS into purple now, which means I can flick it back to medium, and even higher if I need to. My face is covering the lap times that I need, but it's green, that's the important thing. Once it's green, I'm alright. Look at Verstappen just fly past me there. Come on, don't hold me up, don't hold me up. Ah, you idiot. There we go, that's the ERS one done as well. So I've managed to do 4 in 20-minute session there, that's not too bad. Right. Velo Racing is back now, so at least I've got a championship rival. Yeah, I didn't quite understand all that.
So let's review.
He raced last night, but then he didn't want to carry on with the championship, so it seemed a bit strange when you did mention it, but it's good to see that he's still in there. So my lap times are miles off. I'm over a second and a half down on pole position. Lewis Hamilton, surprise, surprise. Oh. So I've just got a couple more practice programs to go. I think it's just the qualifying simulation and the race simulation now. So they do actually require a fair few laps to get them complete. But hopefully I've got enough time in this second practice session to get them both done. And then the third practice session I can actually learn the track a little bit and get into qualifying pretty sharpish hopefully. So it's all very good. Yeah, whatever. Right. I'll jump into that. Let that load up. I'm just going to nip to the toilet so I can sit here comfortably for the next couple of hours. Right, that's a bit better. Whew. So, back into the session info. We're actually going wrong
to focus entirely on the race, but we should put a bit of time aside to run the qualifying sim program. Try to run it before the end of FP3 if you can.
So turn 2 on that track acclimatization, been giving me a little bit of grief, and turn 8 as well. Is there any more I can look at? Yep, turn 9, turn 10, which is the one that he mentioned and actually talked me through the low grip and all the rest of it. So seems like I'm alright at the end of the track. They're all purple. Just need to work on that middle sector really, and the first corner. So should be achievable to master that a little bit better than I've done. God, I'm really terrible with the buttons in this game. It takes me ages to work out how to skip through. He keeps talking over this bloke. Right. So qualifying pace, yeah, flying lap, straight into it. Come on. Try and remember the track. Right, left, left, right, right, left. Here we go, this is a little qualifying run. Just got to try and get a couple of fast laps in really. And see where we are at the end of it, time-wise. Oh, a little bit deep. Not to worry, we haven't started the lap yet. Oh. I remember a fair few years ago in the actual F1 Championship, this was a wet race, and that last corner caught out so many of the drivers. It seemed like there was absolutely no grip through there, and quite a lot of the drivers ended up spinning on the exit of that corner, and it provided quite an entertaining race because of that. One thing I need to get better at on this game, if it isn't everything, is the braking. Don't feel like I get the most out of the brakes compared to what they're capable of. But then at the same time, you slam on too late or slam on too heavy, and you just have a lock up to. Oh, look at that! That's terrible. Yeah, you just have a lock up to. It's a fine line getting it right. Oh no, bit of oversteer there, and I planted my foot a little bit too aggressively. This corner's really weird. You kind of build the speed up as you go through it. I don't remember China being this hard, but it's a long time since I played on it. So at the moment, my lap time is not actually going to be quick enough this time around. Well, I've just gone green, so it might be if I can get through this last corner okay. Massive corner cut. Don't tell anyone.
Okay, test complete, and that was a very good job.
There we go. Purple straight away in the first go. I'm doing alright on this track, so I'm not very comfortable at it. So again, in the interest of saving my engine and not doing too many laps on it, I'm going to jump straight into the next one. Which is race strategy. Yeah, on the mediums. So slightly worn set of mediums there by the look of it. Yeah, I've only got one set, so I can't change. So this is race strategy. I think you do have to do at least 5 laps here, or at least 3 laps, sorry. Oh. Like I say, this game is not easy when you turn traction control off. You really do have to be careful with that throttle and really build the power very gently when you're coming in and out with steering lock on. Obviously some corners you can avoid it, but other corners you do end up turning as you get back on the power, and that's where it can all go wrong so easily. Feels like you crawl through there, but I think that was actually pretty good. Just about starting to actually remember the track now. Definitely not got the ideal lines going on there. Something I'll work on as I go through the next couple of sessions. A bit deep into there. It gives me a terrible line into the second part of that corner. Come on, get back to the apex. Just wanted to scrub wide then. Ready for the DRS. Boom. 190 mile an hour in 7th gear. Oh, front right lock up again. I've changed the brake balance slightly, but it doesn't seem to have helped much. Maybe I need to do a little bit more.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
Keeping the wide line this time and cut back to the apex. Probably what I've been doing wrong. God, still going in a little bit too early on it. Come on. Must be so frustrating in real life going through that corner in an F1 car. Just so slow. And you don't use any of the performance of the car, none of the downforce is active really. And you just don't have that much grip at that kind of speed. Oh, that's a bad line. Get it right. Bring it back over to the right hand side to open up this one as much as possible. Ooh. Touch on the gravel there. Come on. Get your act together, man. I've got to the point now where I can actually get around the lap knowing where I'm going. I've still got a lot of work to do to actually get maximum time out of this car around here.
Great lap.
Certainly not anywhere near maximum attack. That'll come in time, hopefully. Right, I'm going to go really late on this apex this time. Now close back into it. Still a little bit early. No, probably about right that actually. So scary putting your foot down coming out of that corner. You just fear that the rear is going to kick on you. That was better. No lock up this time into there. Short shifted into fourth there just to be able to plant my foot a little bit more aggressively. Oh, that's the corner cut.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
The never-ending corner that I still get wrong every time. I think I've actually completed the practice program there, so I'm going to return to garage.
Our best lap so far is a 1:39.7.
So that's all my points now. I can go into, where is it? And I can't do it between sessions. Right, well that's pretty much this session over with, so I'm going to speed it up, get it to the end. Let's see what lap times have been put in. So I'm 7th at the moment with those laps that I've managed. 1:39.751 my fastest time.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three, who are Hamilton, Leclerc and Max Verstappen. And that's it, practice is officially over. Until next time,
goodbye.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. You really went all out in practice today. Are you testing new components? It's the start of the season. How do you think things are going to go for you? It looks like you've really been focusing on research and development this season.
Oh god, none of them answers are really that good. I'll pick that one.
Great, well that's everything.
Oh, I just looked at my camera, I've got funny lighting going on. I look like a cartoon on my face. Oh well. Dun, 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 dun. Right, I'm going to be a bit naughty and roll a quick smoke. Like I said, nothing really exciting going on with this. Just thought I'd stream it because I'm going to sit here for a while playing it, so why not? If anyone watches it, then thank you very much. But I don't expect many people to get very far into this video if they do start watching it. Just one of them. Some things grab people's attention, but I dare say this won't be one of them. But I'm not bothered. I don't mind making videos that nobody watches. Sometimes I just enjoy making it. Right, so let's jump straight into the next session. In fact, I'm just going to simulate that session. And then I'm going to just jump into qualifying. So the car feels alright, I just need to be able to drive it a bit better around here. Seems to have plenty of grip, and as you saw in practice, I managed 7th on the leaderboard time-wise, so that's I'm pretty happy with that. I think my team target is to actually finish or qualify above 18th, so it's not that difficult to achieve. Depending on what team you sign with at the beginning of the season determines how hard your targets are. So if you sign for like Ferrari, they expect you to more or less win every race. But I signed for Toro Rosso, and their expectations aren't quite as high, let's say. Right, so I should be able to look at my R&D tree now and actually use that money I've gained. A couple of messages as well. Weather forecast, nice and dry, that's good. Yep, right. There it is. I'm not quite sure what direction to go in, really. In fact, I need my internal combustion engine more durable because it really hasn't lasted very long. Where do I do that? So it'd be that one. How much is that? Oh, I ain't got enough money. I'll leave that for now then. What else do I want to upgrade? I've got no aero upgrade so far, so I'll go down the aero route now. I think the front's always quite good, but I could do with a little bit extra downforce at the rear, so I will pick the rear wing. And have I got any more money? I don't know how much I've got. Wind tunnel efficiency, wind tunnel quality control. Go for the efficiency. No, I haven't got enough points, so that's all I'm able to do at the moment. So, it does get a little bit complicated, this game, when you don't play it all the time. Remembering the menus. Right, here we go, that's it. Qualifying.
Welcome to Shanghai, China, for what I've no doubt is going to be a fantastic F1 qualifying session. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximising top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible,
no.
hang on into the corners and max out down the straights?
No, not for me. Saying that, when Verstappen caught me up in practice there, he caught me up so quickly and just drove straight past me, so maybe I've got a little bit too much downforce on, but with the likes of that first corner, I want it nice and planted.
Information time, we've lost oil pressure. Looks like a leak somewhere in the system. We're on standby for the time being until we can patch it up.
So I've got some kind of leak. Lubrication system failure, so I've got to wait for that repair. Can skip it though. I've just lost 2.5 minutes of qualifying session down to some repair I didn't know I needed, but that's the way it goes. Everyone's already out on track. What kind of time am I looking for? No one set a time yet. So once I press this button, I can't change any of the settings. There we go, commit to it. And I'm going to jump straight into a flying lap rather than a drive around and an out lap. Ooh, overshot it a little bit, slight lock up. Try to get a reasonable banker lap in to start with. Ooh. Bit heavy on the brakes. Like I say, I think that's the hardest part of this game, getting the braking right. Really quite tricky. Either don't brake enough, or you lock up, or you stop too early. Oh, front left lock up. Got to stop doing that. Still locked up. Oh, terrible last corner. Hopefully it's not too bad a time though. Where's that put me first? How's that happened? That was not a pole lap, so I'd be very surprised if I continue to keep that position. Don't get me wrong, I want too bad a lap, but it certainly won't a pole lap, I don't think. It tells me I've got the AI set a little bit too early, too easy, but that's what I mentioned earlier. It's quite easy to get a decent qualifying time, and then you get in the race, and it's really hard to actually keep up with the guys. So it seems a little bit messed up with this game between the qualifying pace of the cars and then the actual race pace between everyone. Oh, I had to lift there. The rear was going to kick out on me. Good afternoon. Such a tight corner, is that one?
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
I keep going in too early for that. Need to apex a bit later than I am. Tricky set of corners though, because you don't really brake, you just go down the gears as the corners get tighter through that section. Oh, way too deep. Big lock up at the front left as well. I'm going to have to actually play around with that a little bit, I think, because I keep doing it. Front brake bias, I'm going to put it towards the back a little bit more, because I still keep doing it. See if that makes any difference at all. It's only 4% difference, but it might mean that I can avoid the lockups a little bit easier. That's probably the biggest problem around this track. My engine's quite warm now, so I need to be careful in this next race when we actually get into it, and not over rev the engine too much. How long have we got left? I can't see any of the information because it's behind my face. Right, late apex, here we go. Now turning. Still a little bit early. Not too bad though. Oh, wide, very wide. So hesitant to get back on the power because of that. Oh, a little lock up, but it sounded like, oh, I didn't see the smoke from the front, so it sounded like that was at the rear that time. Oh, I'm out of fuel. We've got some problem anyway, I haven't got any power.
The tank is empty.
Yeah, I've run out. Oh dear. So that's pretty much qualifying over, I think. We've got time to go out again. There's still 5 minutes left, so I should be able to get another lap in. Have I got any fresh tyres? Yeah, I have. So I can change to a brand new set of softs and go back out. So I'm going to do that quickly before I run out of time. Back onto a flying lap. New set of tyres. See if we can improve. I'm currently sat in first place though, which just doesn't ring true from a Toro Rosso. But there you go. I'm sure it'll all work its way out in the race. One of the hardest bits about this game actually is getting off the start. getting off the line neatly. It's really quite tricky without TC on. You just spin the wheels, you've got so much torque from low down that it's so easy to spin the wheels up by just planting your foot a little bit too aggressively on the start. Bottas has just come out of the pits to ruin my flying lap. There we go, that's how you overtake. Right, so Bottas has pretty much ruined my last flying chance of improving, so I'll go back to the garage. Save that engine again. And just wait for the session to finish now. Oh, only 30 seconds to go, so there we go.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin,
second in the
let's
end,
have a
so
quick
not too
look
bad.
at those who will be fronting the grid. Vettel, Mr. Monaco, and Charles Leclerc. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry.
I thought I saw a message, but it took ages to come up. Afternoon, gents. How we all doing? From Billy Miller. Not bad, Billy.
Good day today.
Not bad at all. And yourself, mate?
It's been a great qualifying session for you. Are you going to carry that momentum into the race?
No, I'm not planning on. No, I thought I'd finish last. Pick that one. Team will like that.
Are you hoping to have your reliability issues sorted out before qualifying?
I'm not going to say that because the team won't like that. Ah, should have done.
Great. Well, that's everything.
CJW, good afternoon, mate. How's it going? You've just joined in time to watch some terrible racing around China. I've just done 3 practice sessions, a qualifying session, and I've still barely learnt the track. I keep locking up every single corner. So by the end of a 15 lap race, or whatever it might be, I probably will have square tyres. Good to hear you, good Billy. Still in lockdown there, I know, tell me about it. I've started applying for jobs to get myself back out there, but yeah. Been sat at home for a long time now. So I up my rivalry points against Daniel Kvyat, my teammate in Toro Rosso. Go and get some points for qualifying. Oh, look at that, a few teams are actually getting slightly interested in me. Every team, in fact. I'm above what they expect. Williams, really tempting. Most importantly there though, I'm in the Toro Rosso and the Red Bull team are looking at me favourably, so I might have a chance after the first season to jump into Red Bull if I carry on.
We should be in with a good chance in the race.
So again, weather, we've got nothing to worry about there. A couple of clouds, but no rain. I haven't actually done a wet race on this game, so that'll be interesting when it comes along. So have I got any money? Have I got enough money to buy out else? No, I ain't got enough money to do anything. So forget about that. Let's go to the race. Hopefully you're not doing too badly in lockdown, Billy. I know it's not easy, mate. I don't know if you're on your own at home or not, but it certainly helps if you do have someone with you. Right. I'm gonna try and not make this a restart fest. So wherever I end up. Basically, if I end up coming in last, I'm finishing last. It's only a game. I don't get a £2 million bonus for finishing first.
Right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests a driver's patience, and the flat, open to the elements location, tests their skill in a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and overtaking is available into turn 1 and of course down the kilometre-long back straight into the hairpin at turn 40. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying.
CJW really missing the gym. Can't you just get some bags of sugar or something? No, I know what you mean. It's not just the gym and lifting weights and stuff, it's getting out and getting into a different environment again, and obviously it's something you really enjoy doing, so yeah, no doubt you're itching to get back as soon as possible. Is there any kind of advice come out about gyms when they're actually going to reopen, or is it not being mentioned yet? It sounds like there's plans to kind of get everything up and going again.
So let's go down to the track.
Ah, shielding your mum. Yeah, well, I've been in a similar position because my girlfriend's pregnant, so that's why I've just sat at home for so long and not really been out and about.
Here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
The highlight of my week is going to Farm Shop or going to Sainsbury's to get some food. Right. Better read all these messages before I get started, because I'm not going to be able to do all that. Mid-July. So you've got still quite a way to go. Well, I feel for you, CJ, but it's one of those, isn't it? It is one of those. Everyone's in the same boat. Anyway, right. I will quickly have a look at my strategy. I'm going to put it on personalised. Actually saves me 3 seconds, potentially, over the full race. Does my different strategy, the personalised one. So we'll go with that. Saving 3 seconds sounds good to me. That's that. The menus confuse the hell out of me on this game. So many different bits and bobs you have to press. Right, so this is a warm-up lap. Practice start. Oh god, wheel spinning through 4th gear there. Not too bad a start there. So this is where I get a chance to warm up the tyres and the brakes, and just get my little map up to see how warm they are. Everything's cold at the moment. Got Vettel going incredibly slowly in front. Don't know if I'm just really sad or if anyone finds it quite interesting, but the actual temperatures the brakes get up to is ridiculous. You're looking to get them roughly around 800 degrees before you get to the grid, and 800 degrees, it just sounds ridiculous. If you were to do that on your road car, it'd probably melt your tyres. It's actually a genuine thing in F1 that if you keep your brake temperatures really high, it actually keeps the tyres warmer as well, because it feeds obviously into the tyre slowly, and I don't think it makes a huge difference, but it probably gives you an extra degree or two if your brakes are glowing red hot all the time, and means that you don't have to worry too much about your tyre temperatures, because it just keeps them warm for you. Dabbing the brake, just keep that temperature up. As soon as you touch it, it goes from like 400 degrees to 800 instantly. Such is the friction caused by the F1 brakes. Bench pressing your 6-year-old kid. I'm sure they enjoy it though, but it's really fun for them. Right, so we're on auto drive as it lines us up the grid. Hamilton behind us, Leclerc in 3rd on the 2nd row.
The rest of the grid is forming up.
Look at my 11s that I've drawn from that practice start. You can see where the wheel spin in 4th gear took me off to the left hand side a bit. We're going to try and avoid that, but it is actually a good technique. If you're in real life, I don't know if it actually counts it in this, but I've put some rubber down on my start line. There you are, though. It just disappeared, so it means nothing. Here we go. Oh my god, I'm terrible at starts in this game. That's me, lost about 10 positions into T1. Got some kind of room though to be able to pull in behind Bottas and Hamilton. Slowly does it through here, don't want to cause any contact. Oh my god, the understeer. There we go. You notice it so much through those slow corners, you just don't have the downforce to get the grip really, so you do get quite a lot of understeer. So, at this point in the race, I'm going to use the opportunity whilst I'm sat in 5th position and I've got Hamilton right in front of me. Before the DRS starts working on lap 3, I'm just going to put the fuel down to lean so I can save a bit of fuel on these opening laps and potentially use it to my advantage later on. My engine's gone. Something's gone on my car. Really didn't pick up out of there. Maybe I was in the wrong gear and didn't realise. I'm not sure. Car seems quite slow though. Might have to put it back back to standard just to keep up. I've got Albon behind me as well. I'm going to have to go defensive. He's going to get past me on the straight though. Oh my god, I put too much downforce on this setup. The straight line speed of this Toro Rosso now is too slow. I'm just getting eaten up on the straights. Managed to defend to Albon there. Put him side by side with Verstappen. Oh, I don't want to be doing that. Right, I'll shut up and actually concentrate now.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Bit early for a pit stop. I'm only on the 2nd lap. Oh god, it's so slow through that first corner or two. So this is what I'm talking about in qualifying. I managed to get 2nd in qualifying, but as soon as the race starts, I'm struggling to keep up with the guys in front. So seems to be a bit of an issue with this game regarding that. You can qualify really quite well, and then when it comes to the race, it's really tricky to stick with the guys that you've out-qualified. Trying to take it steady, save my tyres on this opening stint as well. Oh no!
Are you okay? That was a big
What's
one.
that?
Confirm you're okay, please.
No, I'll restart, but I had too much steering lock on. Just tickled the throttle, and that were it. Once you get a spin going in these cars, that's it. You're passenger. There's nothing you can do. You can try and correct it all you like, but it's just not going to do anything. So I don't have to do the warm-up lap, but I'm going to restart. Hopefully this one goes a little bit better. Nope. Oh, it might have done. No, I've lost even more positions this time. And then they're so slow through here as well. So attempt number 2. I mean 6th this time. Oh no. Oh, right, attempt number 3 then. See, I made it look easy before. No traction control in this game is really difficult. Far harder than it'll ever be on Gran Turismo Sport or a lot of other games in fact. It's pretty tricky when you're driving in a Assetto Corsa without traction control, to be fair. Some of those cars are really tricky to drive without any assistance. Oh no! Oh my god. Right, last restart. Whatever happens on this attempt happens, even if I go off into the first corner. Right, that's my last restart, definitely. Oh no! No! I'm sticking with it though, that is my last restart, but that is my worst start. Oh, where am I down to? Oh my god, they're all coming past. Down to 13th position, started in 2nd. That's probably a new record for F1 starts, the worst ever. I've actually lost another position, so I'm in 14th behind my teammate. There's one person I need to beat, it's Kvyat. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god, how did they avoid everyone then? Whew. This first lap can catch you out because the car's bunching up in front. They go a lot slower than you're expecting sometimes. And then all of a sudden you're left to avoid them on the brakes, which is rather tricky. Oh my god. Slamming on to avoid the back of Lando.
start. Let's get back on track.
Not a great start. Bit of an understatement, Jeff. Oh, down the inside of... Oh, a bit naughty. A bit of contact, but no damage, crucially. Didn't get the position there, so it was a bit of a waste of time. Come on. Get into this. See how slow? Oh, you probably can't see it, but you can probably hear how slowly I've got to build the revs up and actually get the power down really, really gently on the slower corners anyway, just to avoid any kind of wheel spin and losing the rear end. It's really, really delicate when you're getting the power down out of the slow ones. Still messing that corner up, still going too early for the apex. The understeer for that second corner as well, so bad. So this is exactly what I was on about a minute ago with qualifying quite well and then struggling in the race. Qualified in second, but now I'm not really got the pace on Ricciardo in front of me or any of the guys that I out-qualified. Oh my god. Oh, what have you done that for? The AI is pretty tricky to judge round here, I'm going to be honest. The previous races I've done on this, the last two, they were actually quite predictable really, and there was a couple of corners that went slowly through, but you kind of got used to it. But on here, they just seem to stop in front of you. Come on, get back to that apex. Nope. No! I've definitely got too much downforce on. Look at the speed of everyone else down the straight. Can I get that position back? Oh, that's tight. No, I had to back out of it, otherwise I was going to go into the side of Stroll. Oh my god, my driving. What is wrong with me? There was a corner there somewhere.
Now enabled. Will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
Oh my god, someone just slipped it down the inside. Magnussen. Cheeky. Good move that there. So I'm not looking for a podium finish here by the look of it. They're lucky if I don't come in last. I've definitely got the wrong setup on this car. It seems really understeery now. I've got fuel on. Wrong gear out there. Come on. Oh, front left lock up. Not good. I can handle the fuel lock up so long as I don't do it all the time. Yeah, this game certainly gives you a challenge on the controls if you're on a wheel. Well, just about a second behind the guys in front, so get the DRS. It gives me absolutely no advantage as the other guys just drive past me down the straight. If I know where to go but the outside, it'll give me the inside for the next one. Nope, not side by side, so teammate to my left, don't want to take him out, just about get in front of him before last corner. Oh, I've really messed this setup up. I've just got absolutely no chance. As soon as I get on a straight, I'm losing pace. I'm not particularly fast through the corners either, as you can see. Oh, where's it all gone so wrong? Grosjean giving me grief through there, so I'm not able to take the fastest line really. Oh my god, I'm looking at I'm in 18th place. I'm looking to be right at the back in a minute here. Ooh, just caught that with a correction. Pretty lucky to be fair, it's not often you actually get a chance to correct it and keep it going. Normally once it's gone it bites you and it's unsavable.
Pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
Maybe it's, I think I might know what I've done wrong as well. Is the downforce was absolutely fine in qualifying because I was never following a car, but now I'm actually in dirty air from the cars in front. Still got DRS just. I've got less grip at the front. It just seems to be scrubbing rather than giving me any real front end grip and purchase at the front. Oh my god, so slow out of there. I didn't go down enough gears. Keep doing that actually. Oh no, I've missed the pit stop as well that they've just called for. Oops.
The next car ahead is a Haas.
Box this lap.
Didn't catch that. Say again.
Oh, I've got a bloody car down the inside. Oh my god, just going from bad to worse here. I'm just dropping off the guys in front as well. Box this lap.
Say that again, we're having trouble receiving.
I want to come in the frigging pits, alright?
There's static over the radio. Say again.
Box.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the
There we
pits at
go,
the end of this
eventually
lap.
he understands. Oh my god. I thought I was doing terribly in practice, but it turns out I was doing alright compared to the race.
In front is 1.9 seconds.
Oh, that is as easy. Oh, that was a good little move to get it back. Oh, I've lost another one to bloody George Russell. That is embarrassing. Oh, I don't even get the DRS either because the activation part, it was behind me. Right, got to remember the pits this time. Well, even that's a tricky corner.
Coming in for a stop.
It's up to you. In Assetto Corsa, I'm on about the first Assetto Corsa, not Competizione or whatever it's called. Some cars are absolutely fine, like a GT3 without traction control on. I always think, oh look at this, we're double stacked here, losing me even more time. Cheers. I suppose that's my fault for not pitting on the right lap. Front wing to replace as well. I'll just spend the day in the pits, don't worry. Get ready for launch. There we go.
Wait, go now.
Well, that's me well and truly at the back on my own.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Yeah, not the new Assetto Corsa that hasn't come out yet, so I wouldn't have thought you'd be playing that anyway. But the first one, it's a really good game. It just doesn't have much content to it really, but the driving physics on it is absolutely unbelievable. Really, really good for a console. And yeah, depending on what car you're in, like I was saying, Group 3 car for example without traction control, I don't really have too much problem with, but the road cars, I remember driving the Expo, the whatever it's called, KTM Expo, and without traction control in that is one hell of a car to keep under control. It's so lively even with TC on, but when you turn it off, if you want to learn how to drive a car that's hard without traction control, I recommend that one. Might take you a fair few laps to even get around the track because it is that tricky, but it's so rewarding when you get used to it and you feel like you can drive any car then as well. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, if you go back to it, it's well, obviously each to their own. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but if you do fancy going back to it, it is a really good game as a Assetto Corsa. It's just lacking loads of content for being able to play online and and even the career mode's not brilliant, but the if you just jump into an AI race, or you actually do time trial or something like that, oh, I'm nearly running out of fuel, I forgot I've got it on Rich. It's really, really good fun. And of course it's got some really good tracks on there as well that if you've been playing Gran Turismo Sport for a long time, it's good to go and find some new tracks. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? I think the best I can hope for is getting around the track every lap without going off. But yeah, Assetto Corsa is a really good game. You'll go around Nordschleife on the Assetto Corsa in any car, and it's unbelievable. It's a real experience compared to other games. And the sound of it as well, that's one thing I really, really like about Assetto Corsa, the noise, the actual, how they've captured the engine noises and the gear changes and everything else of the cars is really good. It sounds unbelievable. But yeah, certainly far more challenging than Gran Turismo Sport will ever be is Assetto Corsa. I think it's a combination of things going on in this race that have dropped me so far back. I think my ICE unit, my internal combustion engine, is too warm, and I think I'm actually losing quite a bit of speed from that now. And my setup as well, the combination of those two, I didn't realise until I've actually jumped in the race. But I've got absolutely no chance, so I did have no chance from the start really. And took a really bad start that puts you into 13th place in there, then I really had no chance. We'll carry on anyway, I don't care. It's only one race, I can make up for it in the rest of the championship. I've lost all my confidence now, braking way too early. Oh, I'm even getting confused which corner's which. I was expecting the last corner then for some reason. Oh my god, there's an apex there somewhere about a mile away. I can feel it in the acceleration. The car's just not as quick as it was, so there's definitely an issue with the car. Definitely lost genuine pace, not just my bad driving. Doesn't help my bad driving, but the car's not actually at full speed here, I can feel it. Oh, someone off to the left. Haha, one position back.
The track is clear. Green flag.
Ooh, oh, that was lucky I caught that. You've got to be so aware when you get the wheel spin going and you lose the traction to the rear. If you don't react quick enough, you have absolutely no chance of saving it.
Seconds.
Yep, still taking that corner wrong. Gives me a terrible line into the next one as well. But if nothing else, I've shown you how to not drive this track. Full race update, Jeff.
Repeat that. There's interference. Look after these
Wrong with you, you're going deaf, Jeff.
We want to finish the race on this compound.
Can't hear a bloody word I say. Full race update.
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
Full race update.
We're sat at the back. Last place. Ricardo ahead. Gap to car in front is 6.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 6 laps to go.
Gonna do the last 6 laps and forget about this race, I think. vehicle condition.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. Our tyre data is looking positive so far. We think there's plenty of life left in these for the moment. Your brakes are in the optimum temperature zone.
Doesn't matter how late you try and apex this, I still go a little bit early. That was better. I'll be glad to get this track out of the way. I would have liked a better result, obviously, but I'm just quite glad that I'll have this race finished and I can move on to the next one, because I certainly don't really enjoy this track. It's a bit of a chore, if I'm honest. Good fun, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy it to a point, but not one of my favourite tracks. I don't really enjoy trying to push around here, and I don't feel like you can push around here. It always feels like you've got to be kind of cautious to keep the lines right. Is it just me, or am I catching the guys in front? I am. Can I get back within DRS range? That'd be handy. I don't think I'm too far off DRS range actually. Let's see when we go over the marker here. No, I ain't got it. That's the first one, but not spent much time on it, yeah. Yeah, I recommend going back to it if you're a bit bored of the other games you might play as well, Billet, and then it's certainly quite an exciting game to just jump into and have a go on. I don't know if you're a Ferrari fan, but I recommend driving the Ferrari LaFerrari. It's an awesome car and it sounds amazing on that game. It really does. It sounds epic. I hope you're still there, Billy, otherwise I'm just talking to myself.
They're speeding up again, so I expect they've fixed whatever the problem was.
Typical. Start catching them up and then they speed up again. I've got a chance of making a few positions here if I keep it going. And I will have DRS when we get to the next DRS point. Oh, look at the speed differential there between me and Kubica. Can I get down the inside? No. No. Oh. Oh, no grip at all when you get on the AstroTurf. That was a mistake. Again, so hesitant, so slowly. Oh, so slow to build the revs coming out of there. Oh, don't tell me he's going to have DRS. No, I've got it. Yeah, my setup's too slow. Look how slow I am down the straight. Managed to stick it down the inside though and keep that position, so I'm up a position. Woo! 18. What I've always dreamt of. DRS again here though, so I might have the chance. Got the outside line into T1, which isn't very handy. Can I cut back to the inside yet? Oh, cuts into the apex in front of me though, so nowhere to go really. And I did have the inside line. Couldn't really make it work. Come on. Oh no! Oh, that's it.
That
done.
Bad. Are you all right? Let me know.
One moment. Right. It's easy as that. Easy as that, and that's it. I'm going to leave it at that for that race. Anyway. Yeah. I'm going to say I can't actually retire. Yeah, I'm going to take that as a bad race, and at the end of the day, if that was real life, I wouldn't have had 3 restarts or 4 or however many it was. And if you smash into the barriers, smash into the barriers, so that's me out. Gutting. One tiny little flick of the accelerator, a bit too enthusiastically, a little bit too early with steering lock on, and that's it. I think I touched the curb a little bit there as well, so I probably lost a little bit of traction, a little bit of lost grip at the rear, and that was it. A bit gutted though, since I just got myself a position back.
I know it sounds like an obvious thing to say, Crofty, but
Ferrari winning in the end.
Podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans across the globe.
Leclerc winning, nice.
For a world-class team.
Hamilton in
Ferrari
third.
do it again.
Don't see that often in real life. So, that's pretty much that. I'm going to have a look and see what the next race is. I have no idea what track it is.
Points leader wanted, but it certainly makes things interesting going forward. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Lance Stroll certainly put in an impressive performance today. No doubt his team and fans are
7th in the
extremely
championship
proud.
after that.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue.
The most annoying thing about that is that my teammates beaten me. So I've lost my rival points. Damn.
Bad luck today. That must be incredibly disappointing.
Yep. There you go. There.
It was more like Dodgems than Formula One today, wasn't it?
Oops.
Some
Keep
excellent
decreasing my
overtaking
bloody
moves from your
reputation.
former teammate today. Did he learn some of them from you?
I'll go for that one, the cocky answer.
That crash looked pretty serious. Can you walk me through what happened?
Yeah, it just all went wrong.
Appreciate your time.
And there we go. It's annoying. The other part of that is I could have restarted that, but I only had about 3 laps left, so I would have had a full race to redo, which I don't mind if I'm still on lap 1, but when you're pretty much at the end, I don't really want to be doing it. I'm genuinely a bit gutted about that. My own fault though. No one else to blame. I wasn't keeping an eye on the tyres, and maybe I had a little bit more tyre wear than I expected, but I think it was just me and my right foot. Right, so that's that, and look at my reputation now, it's dropped off massively. I need to regain that on the next track.
Consider your rival from the rivalry screen on the workstation. Performing well against your rival can earn you respect and better terms when it comes to our contract reviews.
What's this? Time attack, no thanks, no thanks. So it's Shanghai next. I'm not going to sit here and do another race, so I'm going to pretty much leave it there. Let's read these messages, nothing important there. Oh, what's this? Oh, there's one thing I need to do before I get to the next race, change my engine. So it was rather evident in that race, I don't have as much straight line speed as everyone else. I don't know if it was purely down to my setup. I did have a high downforce setup, but it might have been down to the fact that I haven't really developed the engine yet. I ain't got enough points to do anything. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, that's it. I need to change my engine. I'm gonna flick to engine 2 already. I've only done 3 races, so that's a little bit premature, but I don't feel like I've got much chance with that engine now. That seemed really tricky. What's my gearbox looking like? Gearbox is alright. So yeah. Right. I'm going to reward myself by cracking a cider mid-afternoon for my failure in that race. Why not celebrate? I know you like a drink, Billy. Mr. Guinness. Oh, Jesus. I need to slouch a bit, otherwise I'll go out of my camera. Yeah, I'm pretty much going to leave it there. Just have a quick look at what's going on. Oh, it's Baku next. No, I'm definitely leaving it there because that's another track I'm not that familiar with. It'll take me 2 hours to learn. Anyway, right, I shall jump off. Thank you for joining me. I know it hasn't been the best stream in the world, but like I say, just having a go on this game really, and thought I'd stream it at the same time. Hopefully you've enjoyed it to a degree. Terrible driving, I know, but that's the way it goes. I'm not the best. Anyway, take care. See you again soon. Cheers for joining me, and hopefully I will see you sometime soon.